Hi, it's Leo Sarkissian. I'm with you with Notes from the Ark through a video cast. And I want to talk about a series that NPR.org and radio is doing on the sexual abuse epidemic for people with intellectual disabilities. And I want to thank them publicly for doing it. The first episode, January 8th, talked about the fact that people with intellectual disabilities are 7 times more likely to be victims of sexual abuse. Leanne Davis of the Ark is quoted in the first day, and others in our field are quoted on different days of the week. It's going to last all throughout this week. So a special thank you to bringing attention to this topic. Vulnerability is a key element here. And as we've heard, as several big news stars have gone down due to them taking advantage of people in vulnerable positions, for example, interns or actresses looking for starring roles, they were taken advantage of by men and abused. Well, people with intellectual disabilities are often in a vulnerable position to members of the wider society, caregivers, others, and it's really important to be aware of that. And I think this series takes us one step closer to grappling with this important issue. One of the things the series does as well is talk about sexual awareness and sexuality education, because oftentimes we like to shy away from people with intellectual disabilities having sexual side. Well, unfortunately, if we don't educate people about sexuality, they're going to be at a disadvantage when people try to take advantage of them. And for people who can't verbally communicate when others are being inappropriate or abusive, there's always signs, physical signs to look out for as well. I want to take this opportunity in talking about the series to point out that we have a law that can have a big impact. One of the things pointed out by Joe Shapiro and his team in this series, and Joe's, by the way, the author of No Pity, which cataloged the disability civil rights movement, is that oftentimes the criminal justice system doesn't follow through with putting the accused on trial. And this is often because they think that the person who's been raped or assaulted will not stand up in court, will not be able to communicate in court, or there's not enough evidence. Well, the registry bill we have, which is called Nicky's Law, is an important step in making sure issues or assaults do not happen again, because what it will do is the people that are substantiated of abuse, which are far more many than those that go through the criminal justice system, those people will go on a registry, and they will not be able to be hired again by Departments of Developmental Services and or agencies funded by DDS. So we'd like to see that bill get passed. It's sponsored by Senator Michael Moore and Representative Linda Dean Campbell. You can find it at arcmass.org. You look up on the advocacy section, bills and laws. And we also have on our Take Action page for you to write to your representative or senator about passing this bill. So let's take advantage, take one step in the right direction, but we have far more work to do to get to the place of zero tolerance for sexual abuse and abuse of any kind. Take care.